We may have seen a lot of holidays during the month of April, but we also saw a lot of developments on the economic front, namely three things that I'd like to talk to you today about. The first thing is the fact that the central bank in early April cut its monetary policy rate, namely the lending rate, citing the declining trend seen in inflation as well as growth in credit to the private sector. Also on the table, I think, which warranted the rate cut also was how much growth had sort of come off, and the fact that monetary policy needed to support growth, and the rate cut was seen in that light. They also cited, also you could cite that lending rates may have not fallen as much as some of the market rates if you look at the treasury bill rates yields as well. So all these factors contributing towards the central bank moving from a tight monetary policy to easing one. The second development also once again from the central bank, but on behalf of the government, they raised $2.5 billion US dollars from the international capital markets, which was incidentally also the highest that Sri Lanka has raised from global markets, and this will definitely aid not only building up reserves but also creating a buffer when there is a lot of debt refinancing coming up, in particular in 2019. So positive on that light. We're also seeing in recent times the central bank, the rupee for example, coming under pressure, and the rupee against the US dollar. This is not a trend that is very much Sri Lanka specific, but also with the Asian and emerging market currencies as well. We've seen the Indonesian rupiah, the Pakistani rupee, the Indian rupee, all seeing a depreciation this year, some of them even more than what the Sri Lankan rupee has seen. And the recent depreciation largely because of global factors, the US economy doing much better, the US 10-year edging up towards 3%, and as a result, the US dollar strengthening as well. So all these factors put together. Plus, we're also seeing the oil price also edging up. Now it's at its highest level since November 2014. So all these concerns adding a bit of worry over the Sri Lankan rupee, which could be quite temporary, but once the inflows do come in, once more FDI comes in, once the syndicated loan that is proposed, the inflows from that come in, we could see the rupee gaining some stability, warranted that global developments also come better as well. So that's basically the update for the month of April, and stay tuned for similar updates in the coming months.